My name is Stanislav Minev, and in today's webinar, I will introduce you to the Stitchia Network and its founders, Mr. Borislav Yordanov and Anton Hristoff. They are both founders of this upcoming startup in the NFT and crowdfunding blockchain niche. And I think the project has a lot of potential. It's very interesting, and hopefully by the end of this webinar, you form an opinion for yourself. Before we begin, I would like to go over some house rules. This webinar will be recorded, and the recording will be available for the people that cannot make it live. And also, if there are any problems with the audio with the video, please let us know in the comments, and we'll fix if there are any technical issues. So without further ado, I would let the founders introduce themselves and say a few words about themselves and how this project came to be. Guys?
Thank you, Stanislav. So yeah, I'll start with my long story short version of myself. As you did mention, my name is Anton Hristoff. I'm a technologist with 22 plus years of experience. So basically, I've been lucky or unlucky enough to see it all, working for small, mid-size, big companies, corporations, enterprises, and industry players. And this has always been with a tech focus in mind. And when I say tech focus, it's always been how businesses can leverage tech, or this awful term called digital transformation. So how we can bring in tech, which can either optimize, improve, or basically create new opportunities. And I have done this until 2019, when I've decided to leave my comfortable / uncomfortable role within a huge consulting enterprise, and decided to focus on startups, predominantly in blockchain. Because I'm a believer. I wouldn't say evangelist. I hate this word as well. And since then, I've been interacting successfully and unsuccessfully with a bunch of startups in this space. And this has still very much been my story to date. I'm mentoring as well in some great programs, but without kind of losing the focus. I've been introduced to Bobby through a mutual friend, and he had some interesting thoughts with blockchain and how it's been used towards sustainability, towards greater goods. Nevertheless, it might sound cliche. And yeah, after a few conversations, we've bumped up with the idea about Stitchia, and this was September last year. And since then, this idea has grew up into a venture and startup, and we want to make it a success.
Thank you very much. What about you, Mr. Yordanov?
Hello, guys. My background is financial and IT. I started as a developer back at 2016 or 17. I have worked for one American and one UK company. I will not mention them, as I don't know if they would like to be mentioned. But anyhow, I lived a decent life, but then I get another good opportunity in my life. The blockchain mining come into my portfolio of activities. This was probably 2012, 2013. That's how I started with the blockchain technology. I was really a newbie also. It was funny how nobody knows anything about it, but it was a small community where we were supporting each other. Then we were mining Whitecoin, I remember. Then I don't know. Then something else. I was doing that for a few years, and working remotely also was part of my activities. But after some time, I decided it was too much standing in front of the computer, so I took a gap year, and I started travel in Asia, in Australia for a couple of months. And during my travels, I've noticed in many nice places, in Thailand, for example, in Australia even, the nice views, they were ruined thanks to the plastic waste. So I decided to do something about it. I was researching. I'm a very good researcher. I mean, I like to spend some time and research before taking some action. So I did my research and I found out that there was a American company that they were doing plastic waste sportswear. Sportswear made of plastic waste, and I decided to do something similar on the side of my IT working. But at some point, I decided that I was tired already of that, and I wanted to focus on more my sustainability business achievement. But then I noticed that it wasn't enough. I mean, financially and also globally. So then I started some masters in Sweden about strategic leadership and strategic planning. This was a good option back then. But after a month or two, my let's say it wasn't as entertaining as it was in the beginning. And as Anton mentioned, we started to talk about what we can do to connect the both worlds, one of the blockchain side and on the second side about the sustainability. So we were shaping and evolving over time many times. And after already 8 months, we could say, I hope that we have a shaped idea about Stitchia Network, simply to make sustainability profitable for the investors and for the nature together, not to use our natural resources and doing some money profitable businesses only for ourselves. So we decided to connect artists, entrepreneurs towards the common goal.